Hello everyone, it's NADI, and today we are drunkenly making slime using fake up. As you fabulous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into this little bitch. First, we're starting with the most random ass shit in the world. Some glue, some shaving cream, some eye drops, my really expensive hand soap, and a 10-pound bag of Costco baking soda because why the fuck not? Also, don't judge my fingernails, but I got waterproof eyeliner stuck underneath them and it's really difficult to get off. It's not dirt, they're just temporarily stained, don't judge me. Anyways, I added the glue to the bowl. I was only gonna add some of it, but then I'm like, you can't really sniff this stuff, it's non-toxic, so what's the point in keeping it? So I used the whole damn thing. Then we're shaking our barbasol. Ugh, I love that word, barbasol. Whatever, we're squirting that into the mix. I guess it's gonna make it fluffy or some shit, I don't know, we'll see. And oop, forgot to add the powder, so I added that, maybe a little more because why the fuck not? Okay, there we go, and ooh! Look at that, time for another sippy of the special sauce. Cheers, bitches, I love you all. Now, I guess it's time to stir. This was literally killing me inside to stir this with a spoon and not a whisk. Fun fact about NADI, I went to culinary school and now I'm mixing glue with a spoon. Cute. Anyways, this shit did kind of get fluffy. Like, it was fun just to look at, and holy hell, the smell was like a Russian bathhouse. So freaking manly and delicious. Oh, but at this point, I remembered I was supposed to have added that fizzy soap, so I thought, why the hell not do it now? So I did it now and kept stirring. This was like $5 worth of the soap, and you know what it did? Jack shit is what it did, but it smells even prettier, so I guess it's worth it. And look at that, it's time for another sippers of the yummies. If anyone's wondering, this is vanilla vodka with caramel syrup, a dash of cream, and some ice. Fuck yes. Then I took a single man's best friend, Lubriderm, and added a few squirts of that shit into the mix. Don't really think this did anything other than make this smell like a middle schooler's right hand. Just saying. But I'm just mixing that up and stirring it real good. And then I'm adding the saline solution, which way too fucking much, because even after this I added like 4 times what I had already added, and I really should have done that step when I was a little bit more sober. Didn't realize you were supposed to keep kneading it and stirring it and then it would turn into slime, so I just kept adding saline and then adding barbasol until it pretty much felt like rubber. Not a rubber, but rubber, kind of like an eraser. My bad, but it still worked fine. As you'll see, I was able to stretch it out and have some fun with it. And this would not be a complete slime video without at least 10 seconds of ASMR, which, fuck if I know what that stands for, but this shit is satisfying as fuck. Ooh, yeah, daddy, pull on that slime. Yeah, okay. Enough of that. Just kidding, maybe a few more seconds. Yes, queen. Okay, now we are done for real. So, the first fake ass we're gonna mix into this is Jeffree Star's Butate Killer. We're starting with expensive, and honestly, crushing this eyeshadow was almost as satisfying as fingering that slime. Oh, such a good feeling. And then when the pigment was on the fluffy stuff, I started rolling it like a joint to mix that shit in. And at this point is when my drunk ass realized I added way too much activator because this was really difficult to mix. Like, it hurt my wrist, but it was kind of fun at the same time. I don't know, for some reason in my mind I thought expensive would kind of look really pretty and like wet and aquatic, but when I started mixing it, I found out that water sports just wasn't for me. This color was kind of nasty, like blue waffle nasty. So I went ahead and added some of the fake ass Jeffree Star blue metallic lipstick to it, thinking, oh, it'll become this deep royal metallic color. I don't know why the fuck I thought that, probably because I was basically Courtney Love on a Tuesday night at this point and couldn't tell the door from a whore. But pretty much all it did was turn it an even weirder blue and make my hands really shiny. Kind of gross. So I thought, meh, why not add to the grossness by mixing some of Star Power, because that just totally makes sense. After all, we are here to play and have fun and drink. So I squished it to blend it, and in the end, it honestly did kind of look pretty. I mean, it was a nice pale Barney purple, like Ghost of Barney. I really did kind of like it. Next up, we have Kylie. For this one, I wanted a nice metallic red. I don't know why I thought that it would actually turn out the way I wanted it to in my mind, but I mean, a girl can dream, hunty, a girl can dream. But of course, it looked disgusting, so I went ahead and added this pretty gold, thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, but I had high hopes, and obviously my hopes were completely diminished when I realized this looked like a blood-soaked loogie. I thought, you know, this really can't get much worse, so let's add some lipstick to it and fuck the color of my fingers up even more. I think the question I'm asked the most is if I ever keep or use my fakes once I'm done reviewing them, and no, I don't typically use them, but I do keep them for the sole purpose of doing fucked up shit like this when I'm done with them. And speaking of shit, does this not look like I'm stretching apart a giant dog poo? Like, seriously disgusting. disgusting color. Next up, we have our Anastasia glow kit, which I actually really like this fake glow kit. Its colors were like a little bit off, but it worked so fucking good. So this does kind of hurt to destroy, but I have so many real highlighters that I'm like, whatever. I thought, you know, maybe it'd be fun to make a silvery metallic slime, because obviously I hadn't yet learned from the 2 previous slimes that these metallic shadows do not work with this shit, but something inside of me must have clicked and I realized I'd need some actual color, so what did I choose? The fucking silver one from the Nicole Guerriero palette. What the fuck, NADI? I did add a little bit of purple though, so I guess I wasn't completely off on my shit. But I mixed all that up and squished it together as best I could, and when everything was distributed, it was a magical white. Wow, look at that. Who would have thought? So I went back to the Nicole palette and added this goldish orangey color. Don't know why, but I kind of had a feeling that any of these colors put into this would be fugly as fuck. I did my little mixy thing, and I mean, when it was all blended, it didn't really look that bad. I mean, did it look great? Hell to the no, but was it the ugliest thing I'd ever seen? Almost, but no. And it kind of resembled that stuff McNuggets are supposedly made of. Kinda icky. And lastly, we have the fake ass to one of my favorite humans in the world, Nikkietutorials. I don't know why I chose these palettes, because they were all basically the same shade range, so I picked the brightest color in here, which was wham bam, yet another purple. If you guys want me to do this again with different fake ups, let me know, because I will definitely pick different colors. Anywho, I folded in its little vagina folds and went to town, and I'm not gonna lie, I did keep smelling it for some reason. I think I thought it was gonna smell like grapes because it looked like grape bubble yum or hubba bubba. And that's how drunk I was. But it was pretty though. I was trying to do that fancy thing slime people do where they twist it into like a soft serve ice cream twist, but it just looks like a Smurf shat on my cutting board. And I couldn't not mix them all together. I mean, maybe all the colors combined would magically turn this into a pretty color, but right now it kind of looks like a plastic model anatomy heart. But then after I really mixed it hard, ain't nobody in the world that can tell me this doesn't look exactly like a placenta. Like, slap that shit on me and I'd legit look like Lady Gaga. But there we are, folks. All of them combined. Not a pretty color, not a good combo. In fact, it kind of resembles a horse peony. Not gonna lie. You know, I'm actually not too disappointed with this. I mean, it's disgusting, but it's something. And I just love how moist this is. Listen to it. But there you go. Let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. I had a fucking blast doing it. Don't forget, my latest single, One Last Night, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting it. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialNADI, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.